Okay, hey there, sign of Virgo. This is Kim here to do your messages today. These messages will help you during the next 3 days, whenever you receive them, really within this time frame. There's some message that's meant to get to you. In fact, I've got a message. Got a message. Look, it's fast. It's like wanting to come out of me really fast. It is a message that you are not ordinary, and you are not a statistic, and you should not buy in to all of the fear viruses that are going around right now. You could call it that. It's not to discount what is happening in the world, and but Spirit wants to kind of raise you up, exalt you, to understand just how extraordinary you are. So you are going to be the outlier. If something is collapsing and people aren't doing well in a certain area, I feel like Spirit is saying there is a divine plan specifically for you. And it may be because there's something in you that says, well, I must create differently, or I must go about this a different way. I'm being led by Spirit, by the divine. I'm not being led by government statistics, right? So don't buy into the fear. Know that you are not normal. You're here to be an example of how to succeed and what it means to have faith and in Spirit, in the unseen, in the divine plan that's unfolding in your life. So if you feel like that resonates with you and that you have hope even in times of where it's hard to have hope, it might be times of despair, but you for some reason have this hope, know that that hope literally is coming from the future self that is on the timeline that you desire. It's already your possibility, and it's already happened. So let's see what they want to give with the cards for your message, Virgo. I like that message, push on and create. I love that message. It is during times when people cannot see that someone must have vision and be the visionary, right? Those are the times when it's needed most. So that's what I'm picking up on is you. Always have the shadow, but there's just a little bit of like a maybe integration coming out of it. The womb on the bottom, that's a reset. Going back before what was created to create something kind of new. I think we're integrating the shadow. I think that's what that is meaning when it's coming out like that. And we're finding our flame. We're finding that it only takes one candle to light up a dark room. That all it takes is one person with their candle lit to light others. And it's not much effort from that point. You just point. Point and light. Point and light. And I see that that might be something that you're being called to do. It's like if I, Source, God, Creator, allows this flame to grow wild in you, are you going to help light other people along the way? So this is the light. This is the flame that is lighting up the shadow of everything. I don't even know if this is necessarily just talking about your shadow. I think that you're like the flame in the darkness. You are the flame in the shadows. The shadow could represent, in this case, collective fears. The sugar and the against nature, but it's it's coming out of that. It's coming out of that energy, and it's coming away from the shadow. Like, so you're lighting up the darkness. You're lighting up something in a dark time, in a time of fear, in a time where everything feels unnatural. And in fact, you may have been born onto this earth with a feeling of I come from somewhere else. I feel different. and this all feels unnatural. And then, you know, what was unnatural is actually beginning to surface, and people are beginning to see it as fear, as turmoil, as despair, as a big shadow. But you possibly have been one of those people that have always felt like something was against your nature, as your nature is to shine, not to be put in a dark box or held back in any way. In any way, you're meant to experience the sweetness in life and not be held back from it. Nothing can extinguish this flame. That's the thing. This is a flame given to you by the Most High. It does not go out unless you put it out. But you can relight it if you're the one that put it out. So, you know, rhetorical. But we'll just go round and round with that. But the sugar card can represent a lot of things. Okay, the sweetness in life, what you feel like the sweetness would be. I feel like it's what you would desire because it would feel good. It would taste good to you, metaphorically. Maybe in actuality it tastes good to you, but it is the card of attracting that which is sweet into your life. So I mean, there's like two distinct sides here. Pluto is transforming it all, isn't it? Yeah, Pluto's meant to come out here. Meant to come out here, and you're being guided. All right. So I'm going to take those two cards because I think that's the gist of this reading, is that you are being guided to be a guide at this time and a flame to light other people's candles. To light everybody else's candles. So it's going to be done through example. I feel like it's going to be done through example of you and your life and being an outlier to all of the fear and unnatural things that are going on. Because when you line up with the mysterious God, the mysterious divine order of things, then that's your guide, and that's different. A lot of people are guided by fear. They're guided to work out of fear. They're guided to eat out of fear. like there's fear that drives and motivates a lot of people, and I think you're being guided, for one thing, out of that energy completely into complete faith and trust. Well, you still have to eat, right? Okay, you still have to eat, let me say that. But I mean, there's just all of these it's just amazing, the fear that is not actually real, that is basically created, how it can entrap so many people in this web. But see, you're in this Pluto energy here where you're being guided to take down the web. You're being guided to work with things that have come apart, fallen apart. It's to be transmuted and changed, and I think that you are a guiding light for this change. Yeah, so keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining. Keep loving. Even more importantly, keep loving. That's very easy to do, but difficult to see in things nowadays. Easy to see the divine being that is being trapped into fear, but not so easy to see the expression of love. So I feel like the expression of love is really, it's also very important for you. It guides you. So this is the unnatural feeling that we're coming out of. It is the shadow energy, it's the fears, it's the things that we don't want to look at, that we looked at. But I have a feeling this is very collective. Talking about that shadow, I think it's very collective, worldly collective, not just Virgo. But the message of you being the flame is and an outlier is specific to Virgo for this reading, at least for your message. The Hangman, abused, scorned, and forsaken. It says, was he a madman or a prophet? So the hangman is a position we don't necessarily want to be in. That might be why something feels against our nature, is when we're in this hangman. Of course, it can mean sacrifice. Sacrifice is made. I have a feeling it's about being hanging in there, or being in a, maybe almost like a waiting period where you know there's some type of perspective or purpose that you have to it. But what is that while you're here in that energy? What is that? Maybe to let you know where to direct your energy. Page of Swords. Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's almost like an energy that tries to get in between what your body is actually telling you, and they're telling you not to give energy to this, not to feed it. Page of Swords. What's Page of Swords? King of Swords. I mean, the Knight of Swords, I'm sorry. And then the Four of Wands on the bottom. The Knight of Swords says fast thinking action. It's like they're saying that this energy that is right here, in some way, is like managing to get in between what you think feels right and then what you think you must do. And like almost like blocking some type of awareness or consciousness level that you're now aware of, but you can look back and maybe see how it caused delays, or it's like a fight or a struggle was always part of this. And change. Okay, and so we're moving through this. We're moving through change. We're coming to a celebration with the Four of Wands. We're coming to a mile marker, an 11-11 path and purpose. And you're definitely being guided to the right, like alliances and partnerships and people on this path. It will be a joyous path. It'll be a path of celebration. And they're saying you are not going to expect necessarily this journey that's coming up. It's big. And because it's in the reverse, the Three of Wands, I feel like this is a vision that the Most High had for you, that your angels had for you, something that you probably maybe agreed to, but on a soul level, but forgot while you're in this form. So I feel like it's going to be a surprise journey here that you are being guided to. Is it's going to lead to a lot of wow, they even said fame just then. Going to lead to fame. For some of y'all, it might lead to fame. Fame because of your flame. Fame because it's something that there's something that you do that's going to be very, very celebrated. Tell me more about this unexpected journey. The Chariot. Upright. Jeez. It's part of a plan. It's part of a plan and a strategy. Seven of Swords. I think that Spirit has hidden something from you. It's a good something. It is a good something. It is all you need is that flame to be lit, and the love for what created you, and your angels, and your love for life, and your love for yourself, and the flame. All you need. The planning, I feel like, is left up to your spirit team at this point to unveil something. There's a major journey here, and it does say the unstoppable vessel with the Chariot, because you're going places. Things are about to build momentum. A big victory is at hand for the outliers. And you are the outlier. If you are watching this, you are the outlier. Kept something from you, kept some kind of information from you. It's like the kept info. It almost feels like a test I don't necessarily like using that word, but it was almost like a test to see if even in this period of major change and transformation and the overload of fear that we have right now, if you could still keep your flame lit. If you could still keep your flame lit, then that was like representing your faith and your belief in this divine plan. And it's like why you're it's why you're going on this journey. You're more than deserving of it. So I see a lot of heart healing. You can have a lot of heart chakra things going on right now. Different activations, purging. But this is like the heart has definitely experienced a Three of Swords moment. Heartache, of sadness, of pain. But it's ready for something new. It's ready for big time love again. In the love of life. Love of the experience. This is like a new start for your heart. What about Pluto? Ace of Cups reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Cups reverse, I always look at it as investing in yourself. So even if I see a Ace of Pentacle, if it's in the reverse, I think of like, there's something that you're going to be investing in. I think this is about giving the cup to yourself very heavily. With the Seven of Wands, there's something here that this transformation is bringing about that's going to allow you to drop your defenses. Especially with the Nine of Wands here being in the reverse too, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. You'll be able to not fight the thing that was not real to begin with. It was maybe just the challenge to see if your flame could still be lit. So they're, again, not giving much energy, not even having, you won't have to fight this energy. You won't have to battle it. You're part of a new season, a new wheel. This, to me, screams effortlessly receiving the cup of love, receiving the spiritual well, from the spiritual well. You know, drink and you'll never be thirsty. That's what it's giving to me, is this cup that's being like continuously poured into you. And then this feeling of peace and relax. And like, even when everything else is telling you you should be stressed, you should be worried or fearing, you know, no, I don't. No, I actually don't. Because you're directed, you're guided, you're protected. And there are things you don't know, but you do know that they're going to happen and unfold for your greatest good. And it looks like enjoyment here too. Okay. The relief of your burdens. Look at that. Ten of Magician in the reverse. 10 of Wands. This is saying that some energies that were trying to get in the way of your manifestation, that were trying to hold you down, make you feel overburdened, overworked, too tired to do anything, that's going to be relieved. It's coming to a completion. Their magic doesn't work anymore. And the magic was the illusion of the fears. And you're being guided to your 10 of Pentacles. And you don't know this because this is Spirit's plan that's been kept from you. This is real wealth. It's completion. Let's pull from the 108 Oracle. Happening soon. It came out on top of the wheel, and it came out on top of the Hangman because you have been waiting, or you have been tested to see if your flame would go out or if you keep it lit, and you kept it lit. So it's happening soon. And the crew says, in work, co-create. This is your benevolent guide saying that we are going to bring the right people into your life to help you co-create. The divine always has a plan. The timing is always perfect. Doesn't always feel like that, but it is. You have your, I feel like this is divine family. You have your family, you have your support system, you have your soul tribe. Always connected, always there. It's be time for anybody that was trying, any energy that was trying to silence you, cancel you, persecute you, or stop you from telling of a truth. Maybe they were changing the narrative. It's going to be like a book burning of that past whole chapter. Not going to be able to do it. They won't be able to suffocate what is true. Big time. Friends, family, crew. It's really, yes, this is Spirit saying, we're here. This is happening soon. We have soul tribe. Co-create, support system, tribe. Let's close out with an angel number message, please. And another 3. Do you notice you have 3s? 3, 3, 3, 3, and then it's 30. 666 says to well, focus on balance, love, harmony, trying to keep your vibe as high as you possibly can. Sometimes that means just being able to laugh, because that usually will raise you up pretty high. So 30 says you're an original, innovative thinker, and you have an excellent talent for using creativity to convey your ideas. Your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I'm imaginative. And number 4, you bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. I'm stable, as well as 24, which says you have a heart of gold. You are skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones, able to be the nurturer, protector, provider all at once. I'm generous. And because of that generosity, because of this flip of the finances, the resources, any of them that we're trying to create in the energy of darkness, shadow, and fear, it will be transferred because the energy is shifting. Oh, we're just going to see a big mess as those energies lose their power. And then you're the outlier that steps into yours. That's the message I'm really getting for this group. So it is a special message, I feel like, for you all. 888, as you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life. You are creating a place for abundance. I'm abundant. And look at that. There's going to be a big announcement here for you from Spirit to let you know it's time. The bell and the gong to sound vibrations, frequencies, loud. Maybe you'll hear a loud bell or a loud alarm or a loud drum today, or something that says an alarm going off like in your mind, in your head, of Spirit saying it's time. So the gong says an exciting event and the bell says an announcement. This is going to be an announcement of the strategy that they have kept somewhat quiet, I think, from you, as a surprise. All right, that's what I have, Virgo. I'm sending you so much love. Bye.